What is up, everyone? It is your boy Mekelkasanova coming at you with yet another reaction video. And it is currently, let's see what time it is. It is Friday, 1:05 a.m. I just got the notification from YouTube that Arc System Works has dropped another Double Dragon 4 trailer. So I'm going to go ahead and play. 100% right now, I've not watched it. I'm super stoked because in about 3 days, it's dropping. Double Dragon 4, when it drops, your boy is on it. I have a full review. I have some gameplay footage of it. And yeah, so let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Technos by Arc System Works. Billy and Jimmy had put an end to the Gensutsuken technique and were building Sosetsuken dojos across the US. But one day, on their way to one of the West Coast dojos, they were attacked by a mysterious group. This was the beginning of their next journey. Double Dragon 4.
It's looking good right now.
The mysterious enemies were called the Renegades. The Renegades answered to their boss, Jake. But what were they after? Billy and Jimmy headed to Japan in search of someone called Okada, a name they picked up from the Renegades. The battle was only just beginning. The enemies are a familiar group who Billy and Jimmy have defeated again and again. The Black Warriors.
Alright, cool. We got the Black Warriors back in here again.
3 of the Renegades now control the Black Warriors, though originally the 2 groups were enemies. Now, the group that pulls the strings. These enemies are based in Japan. Finally, the boss and his henchmen. The boss's subordinates are all martial arts masters. Use the power of Sosetsuken to take them all down. In 2-player duel mode, 2 players fight each other one-on-one.
Yo, that's from Double Dragon 1, the 2-player mode on the NES.
The further you progress in the story, the more
Double Dragon 1
characters you get
background,
for this mode.
Tower mode.
There is now a new tower mode. Climb the tower until you run out of strength. The rules for this mode are simple. Defeat all of the enemies on the screen and proceed to the next floor. The higher up the tower you go, the more playable characters you unlock for all modes. Use new characters and take down stronger enemies. Do you have what it takes to defeat the secret boss? Double Dragon 4. For PlayStation 4 and Steam.
Yo, all I gotta say is I am excited. Yo, that game looked phenomenal. Okay, for a lot of new kids out there, if y'all gonna hate, say, oh, those graphics look like shit. That doesn't look like anything. Yo, I grew up playing the NES and the Sega Master System. So for me, this is phenomenal. Like, the fact that it's an amalgamation of all 3 NES Double Dragons. So Double Dragon 1, Double Dragon 2, The Revenge, Double Dragon 3, The Sacred Stones. And just the fact that there's so many, like montages and homages to like the classic series. So if you play Double Dragon 1 in the 2-player dual mode, then basically that's the same background if you had the NES Double Dragon and you want to play it in 2-player mode, versus when in the NES mode, the NES Double Dragon 1 is kind of crappy, not gonna lie. But the fact that you can play it with the regular gameplay mechanics in a battle mode 1-on-1, that's crazy, yo. That's so crazy. Yo. Multiple characters. So you're not just stuck to Billy and Jimmy. See, with Double Dragon 3, and I recently just found this out. I didn't know that the chronological order of the games is Double Dragon 1, 3, and then 2. Because 4 is picking up after 2. In Double Dragon 3, they tried to experiment with a new system of having new playable characters. And by doing that, they had to... you had Billy, Jimmy, or if you played the Double Dragon 3 on the NES, it was Bimmy and Jimmy. And you played them with, you got Chin, and then you got the ninja guy. I can't think of his name right now. So you got to play them. They had different play styles. But the thing about Double Dragon 3, and I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there, that game was crap. It was excessively hard. I don't know why they made it so freaking hard. I was able to beat it by myself, which it took me a good while because the game is not easy at all. You can die within the first section of the game just because of how crappy the attacks are from your main character. The main thing you can do is just the tornado kick, and that's going to be your saving grace, because other than that, you will get your ass handed to you regardless. But the fact that they are now experimenting with multiple characters, and they kind of did this too. If you guys had the Double Dragon port that was on the Android and iPhones that came out, it was phenomenal. It allowed you to play with multiple different characters, but the only problem with that is apparently it got pulled from the market. I don't know why, but the game was awesome when it was available. Probably they lost the licensing to it, the licensing rights. But yeah, in this one you get to play as the different characters, unlock them when you beat, you play through tower mode, through story mode, you get to play more characters. That's freaking phenomenal. That I was like, yo, that opens up so much more gameplay capability. Now, we could talk about the graphics, and I know a lot of people, like a lot of young kids, are going to hate on it, and some of the older fans are going to hate on it too, because they're like, oh man, we got that nice, super crispy, clean variation that was on the iOS and Android with Double Dragon. It looked super nice. It had that, Fist of the North Star type of style, slightly animated. It had a good story to it. I'm like, yeah, it was awesome, but they decided not to go that route. Yeah, we had Double Dragon Neon, which was the first 3D variation, which, it played good. But my issue with that one too, with like the same problems a lot of other people had with it, was the fact that it made fun of the Double Dragon franchise. It made fun of everything. Everything was tongue in cheek. And that's cool and all with how good it played, but I wanted some Double Dragon with some grittiness, not that goofy, just making fun of it. It made a mockery of the franchise. I didn't like that personally. Yeah, we had Double Dragon 2, with the Dragon, something like that. Path of the Dragon, something like that. It came out. It was exclusive to Xbox 360. I paid for that one too. And I know a lot of people say it played like absolute crap. It was gutter trash. It was the most reckless port of Double Dragon, or original make of Double Dragon. Oh, actually, no, it was Double Dragon 2 Wander of Dragons. That's what it was. And it was a variation on Double Dragon 2 The Revenge. And there were some aspects of that game I actually like. And if you guys want to flame and troll me for saying that, yes, despite the flaws, I actually did like Double Dragon 2 Wander of Dragons for the Xbox 360. It was not great. It wasn't remarkable. But when I learned the mechanics, as broken as they were, I loved it. So yeah, that was the second 3D Double Dragon we had. And then we had the holy grail of Double Dragons, which was Double Dragon Advance on the Game Boy Advance, which had the full post-apocalyptic style of Fist of the North Star, I mean, fully in the art direction. I believe it was made by the same art director, you know, for Fist of the North Star to do the animation style. And the game was phenomenal, and especially in 2-player mode. It took Double Dragon 1, the arcade version, spruced it up with fresh graphics for Billy and Jimmy. They gave it more of that Bruce Lee, like, you know, style. With the animations, like the characters actually, they go from here to here. You know, they would do that in the game. Like the characters would actually do that. Billy and Jimmy would do that. Then they added in a lot of features that were part of Super Double Dragon, and or the better version of Super Double Dragon, which was Return of Double Dragon. And that game was phenomenal. So yes, a lot of people are going to be like, why did we get a game like this that looks like this? It looks like it's a retro thing, but have you guys forgotten that there was a time, I want to say probably 10 years ago, when retro was all the rage? I mean, hell, Mega Man 9, Mega Man 10 were all retro. They went from the art style of Mega Man and Bass, or Mega Man Bass, and Mega Man 8 to Mega Man 9, which went back to the retro style, and people loved it. Okay? People love it. It was getting crazy ratings. We got remakes, and a lot of the indie games come out in the retro style. And why not make it in the retro style when one of the hottest, if not the hottest game on the NES Classic is Double Dragon 2 The Revenge? So, why not make it in the retro style? This is not aiming at getting the new fans. This is aiming at paying a homage to the people who grew up playing it, who love the franchise, and who want a continuation of the best Double Dragon that there was for home consoles at the time. And that was Double Dragon 2, The Revenge. And for those people who grew up playing it like me, this is going to be an amazing game. I'm calling it. I'm calling it right now. I call it. It's going to be an amazing game. For the people, the new kids that don't understand it, go boot up the NES Classic, play Double Dragon 2 The Revenge, then come back and post your comments below and tell me what you think. Because then you'll be able to understand that this game is a phenomenal landmark and it's going to be amazing. So, I'm ready. I'm counting down the clock right now. Got my wallet ready to drop. You know, I want to be like that guy. It's like, drop the money on that game. I'm ready. So, that's my reaction. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Smash that subscribe button and post your comments below. If you didn't like it and you don't want to hear me talk about it anymore and you want to be about trolling and that bullshit, then give me a thumbs down. But either way, the channel's going to keep going. So, as always, guys, thank you for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Sorry it's been so long since I did a video. Just been dealing with a lot this week. So, in other words, deuces wild. Boy, Mekel Kasanova's out. Y'all have a good one.